Me, the Jekyll and Hyde person who this is my world and you're just living in it, and the gaslighting, the denial where the client or victim thinks that their whole reality has been turned upside down. We know about narcissists. If you haven't met one, then you've certainly seen one on television. And I put all these women up here because it's not just women that I represent, it's also men that I represent who are trying to escape the narcissistic wife. Okay? Devil Wears Prada, Snow White, Mean Girls, you can all relate and identify. This is the number one question that I'm asked almost on a monthly basis. Did I marry a sociopath? Okay? 1 in 25 of you is a sociopath. That's a really startling and scary statistic. So, who is a sociopath? They lie, they have no remorse, they're impulsive, and I can count down the number of people in there. They don't take responsibility, they're charming, Prince Charming, right? Prince Charming, if any of you knew, is a psychopath. 1 in 25 people, as I mentioned, is a sociopath. So think about that. Of those 1 in 25 people, they are married to somebody. And that person now has to divorce that sociopath. Okay? Some of them will divorce, and some of them will not make it. I am your worst nightmare. This is the psychopath. This is the psychopath who you never see coming. And this, unfortunately, is the person that a lot of my clients are married to. They're a chameleon. They will learn everything about you. They will love bomb you. They will send you 1 million emails a day, 1 million text messages, and if you don't answer them, they will think that something is, they'll worry about you. They're trying to control you, and if you meet somebody like that, you need to run. We also have met a lot of these psychopaths on television. Okay, Sideshow Bob. It starts very little when you're in a cartoon. Sharp Objects, Tony Soprano, Dexter, Barry, Joffrey. With the exception of Joffrey, many of us like these people, which is really scary, right? One of my favorites is Barry. How many of us have watched that? Okay, we like him, we root for him. What's the difference? Narcissist, sociopath, psychopath, and why should you care? Again, it's the pathology behind them. So every narcissist, or every psychopath is a narcissist. Every sociopath is a narcissist. But not every psychopath and sociopath are the same. Psychopaths are born, sociopaths are made. And by the way, there is no cure. And if you want to know how you can spot a psychopath, schedule a one-to-one with me, because there is actually a tip. Who are they? Lawyers, doctors, CEOs, salesmen, surgeons, police officers, just about anybody who is in a role of leadership and authority and who is charming. Beware the person behind the costume. Why is it important? Because if you're married to one of these people, there is invariably domestic violence involved. Okay? There is invariably not only physical domestic violence, but emotional domestic violence, the manipulation and the abuse that, by the way, courts do not recognize. And if you don't get away from them, oftentimes it ends up in death or serious physical injury. This is who I see. By the time my client gets to me, they are a shell of a person, shell-shocked. Okay? They oftentimes don't know what happened to them. And it's important to identify that client's pathology because this helps me defend them. They're dependent on the sociopath. Oftentimes they'll change their mind. They'll file for divorce, then rescind the divorce. Okay? They're fearful of the sociopath. They don't want to do what I advise them to do because they're afraid of a repercussion. They may have financial considerations. It's not easy to be a sociopath. Taking on a sociopath can be daunting and traumatic. This is what I need to understand as their lawyer. And I need to communicate this to the client. The abuse is going to escalate. The manipulation is going to escalate. Never underestimate the sociopath. They will blacken your character. They will investigate you. They will try to take your children away. Even though they can't possibly win in court, this is what they will convince the client that they will do. I need to tell that client to be prepared that they will never actually be able to entirely divorce the sociopath, which is a really daunting and startling and awful truth. Don't expect them to be civil. They will never, ever be able to co-parent. They need to get a therapist. Must for divorcing a sociopath, they must get an attorney who is experienced in litigation. trial work. I have over 30 years of litigation experience. 15 of those have been devoted to family law. The sociopath will have his day in court. They will not settle. And if they do say they're going to settle, they will not sign the divorce decree. They love to lie. They will manipulate and lie to the judge, the lawyer, the therapist, and it will go on and on. Court orders mean nothing to them. If they do get a court order, they will violate it. Take it from me, a lawyer who has been in your shoes and survived. Let me be the voice for the people who are silenced. If you want to learn more about me, here's my websites. I have 3 of them. If you want to know why I have 3 names, schedule a one-to-one with me. This is who I'm looking for as control partners. Corporate events, women's groups, recovery groups, anybody I can get in front of and talk to. Thank you.